Streaming from the 22 News Broadcast Center. This is 22 News at 4 p.m. Digital Edition.
Hey, good Wednesday afternoon, and thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. I'm Nick Oresco. Haven't seen this in a while. Chilly temps and a rainy day. With the latest on that, let's bring in 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis. Going to be wet on the roads this evening, Brian.
Yeah, that's really the only downside. I mean, rain on a Wednesday is okay. Although I will say this, Barry Krieger mentioned the fact that there's a concert that he wants to go to tonight that may be rained out.
Yep.
And another Facebook Live, one of our 22 News Storm Team Facebook Live members.
Which you should tune in.
Yeah, around 9:30, we do a little Facebook Live on the 22 News Storm Team Facebook page. Pat Bruff from East Hampton. Apparently they've got a little golf league on Wednesday night. Yeah.
It's going to be wet.
Yeah. Stick to the 19th hole. That's what I would do on a rainy Wednesday evening. Anyhow, up and down the I-91 corridor, we're in good shape. There is a little backup here in the Forest Park area on 91 South. You got to look really hard to find it, but south of the 291 merge downtown, slight backup. And then as you can see here, east of the river on the Pike, we're good. West of the river on the Pike, no problems. Let's take a look at temperatures right now. And, you know, it's funny, we had one of our forecast models that we examined was kind of an outlier in these temperatures in the 50s. It was the forecast model was predicting temperatures that wouldn't make it out of the upper 50s here. And lo and behold, here we are. 59 Northampton and Greenfield, 58 in Westfield and Orange, and 61 right now in Springfield. So as expected, a cool and raw day, even a little bit cooler than we expected. And you can see that the light rain continues, especially along and south of the Mass Pike, and the rain will continue intermittently into the evening hours. We'll update you on the brightening process for tomorrow with our 22 News Storm Team Skycast.
A Massachusetts State Police trooper was dragged by a suspect wanted out of Vermont. It happened during a traffic stop on I-91 in Holyoke Tuesday. The driver, 23-year-old Mason Payne, was wanted out of Dover, Vermont for reports of a possible domestic assault involving a weapon that took place around 5 p.m. Tuesday evening. That's according to Dover police. He was believed to be armed with a rifle and body armor. Payne allegedly attempted to drive off, dragging a trooper several feet with their vehicle. The trooper was not seriously injured. The driver continued through Holyoke, and the State Police K-9 unit and Air Wing were deployed. The chase reached speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour and eventually went into Connecticut. Despite multiple attempts by police to stop the driver, Massachusetts State Police will conduct a follow-up investigation to support the Vermont case. There's been no word on any arrests. A man from Ware was arrested and taken into custody Tuesday for the rape of a child under 16 years old. According to Ware police, 43-year-old Shane Beardsley was already on parole for the same charge. Police say he was on a GPS tracking monitor. He was brought to the Western Worcester District Court in East Brookfield, where he is currently being held on a parole detention warrant. He was taken into custody by multiple agencies, including the Spencer Police Department, the Massachusetts Parole Board, and the Ware Police Department. Firefighters have contained a 5-acre fire at Cook State Forest on the Coleraine Heath town line in Franklin County. That fire, which was caused by a lightning strike back on Sunday, was located with the help of a drone in a remote area of the southern part of the forest in Heath. Multiple crews assisted on Monday and Tuesday to create a fire break to contain the area where it was burning. In addition, a water source was established and tankers were used to bring it into the woods. The public is being asked to avoid the area as operations continue today. A city councilor in North Adams is traveling across the state to visit the potential future stops and advocate for the Northern Tier Rail Restoration Project. City Councilor Andrew Fitch began his adventure Monday at the State House in Boston to deliver pins to the governor's office. Since rail restoration projects don't extend past Fitchburg, he is set to bike or walk to the next 3 days to North Adams. Following the potential route, he says this project will give local and regional economies the potential to reconnect with opportunities previously lost. A raw, damp day today. Back now with Brian. We do see some brighter days ahead, though.
Yeah, it's interesting as the Hurricane Aaron makes its closest approach to New England tomorrow, middle of the day. Our sky will be brightening. So little to no effects from this hurricane, although we will see a little breeze, feel a little breeze here tomorrow. Anyhow, let's take a look. Clouds and radar, 346. Storm system separate from the hurricane, bringing us this light rain right now. And we expect that the rain will continue into and potentially through the evening hours. 5 o'clock here this afternoon. Here's the rain, and then mid-evening this rain starts to taper off to some showers and drizzle. Midnight, showers and drizzle, and overnight showers and drizzle. But by 7 o'clock, most, if not all of us, will be dry in terms of no rain falling or drizzle misting. Some clouds here, though, to start the day. And then as we move through the morning hours, some clearing. Partly sunny by 10 a.m., noontime partly to mostly sunny, and sunshine and scattered clouds in the afternoon. There will be a breeze out of the northeast that's related to the hurricane, which will be to our south and moving to our south and east. So fair weather day for us here tomorrow. Warmer as well, even warmer as we head toward the weekend. We'll talk about it with our 22 News Storm Team forecast on 22 News starting at 5.
The White House launched its first TikTok account yesterday. The account's first post featured President Trump at rallies and even included a video of him at a UFC fight. President Trump almost banned TikTok after a 2020 executive order directing ByteDance to divest ownership of the app. When President Trump returned for his second term, he allowed the app to continue its operations in the U.S. after Congress passed the law to ban the app in 2024. The future of TikTok is still unknown. The current deadline is September 17th. A reminder that country artist Morgan Wallen will perform at Gillette Stadium in a few days. He will begin the first stretch of his tour at Gillette Stadium on August 22nd and 23rd. That's this weekend. He will be joined by Miranda Lambert and Corey Kent. This comes after his most recent tour, One Night at a Time, became the highest-selling country tour in history. It received 36 annual Poll Star Award nominations. Tonight on 22 News, starting at 5 o'clock, we'll share tips from Holyoke Police that are asking residents to use to prevent their cars from being stolen. It has been an ongoing problem. Plus, the Harlem Globetrotters held a mini show at the Mass Mutual Center in Springfield. We'll give you an inside look at their performance. And how Mira Vista Behavioral Health Center put together a networking event for nurses looking to stir up a new chapter in their career. Brian?
Traffic is looking okay. There still is a slight backup here downtown Springfield, 291 into 91 South, so something to keep in mind, which is more or less typical for this time of day as the evening commute is underway. The Mass Pike is looking good on both sides of the Connecticut River. Rain continues through the evening commute. Brighter skies for tomorrow. We'll track it on 22 News at 5.
Updates anytime at wwlp.com all throughout this evening. Of course, tune in tonight at 22 News at 5 o'clock. We have the latest stories, and you can always download the app and 22 News Plus. We'll see you tonight starting at 5.